at the time when we presented the movie, everybody was going, oh my God, you ticked all the wrong boxes, you know, all Asian cast, rom-com, this and that, and everybody was like, oh dear, I don't know how it's going to fall flat. But fortunately, I think we did hit a nerve. We did hit the audiences, and that's the thing about audiences. You can't never predict or guarantee which way they're going to go, because they are evolving as we are as well. And as you all know, making movies is a risk. And, you know, and our job is taking that risk because we believe that that story needs to be told and it's worth taking those kind of risks. Of course, we try and measure them and make sure that it's minimize the risk. Then, after Crazy Rich Asians, we had Shang Chi, Marvel, directed by Destin, and I was very grateful to be part of that as well. And then Everything Everywhere All at Once came. So you could see that there is changes. Otherwise, I would not have been able to make Everything Everywhere All at Once. And will be eternally grateful to Daniel Kwan, my two Daniels.
And it's good to see everyone here. Thank you so much for coming to be with our honorary Golden.
Well, I don't think I am in the position to really talk about the political situation in the U.S. because, you know, I think, and also I cannot presume to say I understand how it is. So best not to talk about something I don't know about. But I think I want to concentrate on what is important for us, which is cinema, how we can help. And you hear, oh, cinema is not going to survive because there's so many other things happening, the attention span is getting shorter. But I truly don't believe that, because I believe when you go to the cinema, that is time for you.
I want to ask, like, you were a pioneer of Hong Kong cinema back in the days, and
that's where I started my career. So I will always have a soft spot and a place in my heart for Hong Kong cinema. I think what it is like, it's really resilience, because globally we are all facing a rough time. How to nurture young talents. And I think here in the Berlinale, you can see that they are trying their best with perspectives, where you give chances to a first-time director, because that's what they need, is opportunities. And the Hong Kong government is trying to do that, where they help with the financing, with smaller movies, with first-time directors. And that is the path to go. We have to build on solid ground.
Michelle and Sean Baker spoke so beautifully about cinema as something living and shared. And
I think it is respectful that you have fear, because then you understand the situation better before you jump into it. And then, do I want to face fear? I think it is challenging. I have stage fright. I have a fear of heights. I'm claustrophobic, and so what am I doing here? But I think that is what life is about, is to step up and face it. And because if you don't try, if you give up, then you've already lost.
Perfect honorary Golden Bear recipient to ask Michelle Yeoh to.
When I was younger, I was a little bit more reckless, as you can see in some of my earlier action movies, like Super Cop or, you know, Yes, Madam, my very first movie. Because I truly believe that to be able to do what you want well, you have to be fearless as well. But not always the body listens to you. But I was very blessed, because I don't know, someone was protecting me, so I did not have very bad injuries until a lot later, which gave me a chance to really have a good run with my original action movies.
And yeah, that's true. My question is connected to that one, actually, because I'm also...
And at that time, I was thinking, maybe I should reconsider this. You know, when, you know, you're stuck, physically unable to move, and I'm someone who's very sporty and always on the go, and a lot of medication, so you get more and more, a little depressive. And I thought maybe I should take another path. Then, of course, a good friend came calling to Hong Kong, and that was Quentin Tarantino, and he was like determined. No, I will see Michelle. And so I was like in a cast, and I'm going, I seriously don't want to see anybody. But he, as you know, he can be very persistent, and he came bounding into my living room, and I was sat there in the chair. I couldn't even stand up to greet him, and, he picks up a pillow, throws it on the floor. There's Quentin Tarantino at my feet, and just talking about the love of cinema. And he was able to say, frame for frame, some of the action sequences I had done. So we sat there, I started talking, and the next thing I had my mind just come is, can you not move so much? Because you're not supposed to. And I remembered, I love what I do. I have such a passion for it. And I really shouldn't think about giving up on it. So he inspired me to rethink how to be smarter, how to do it properly and wisely.